This video, I want to talk a little bit about what is a worldview, and I'll actually step back from that a little bit to have a foundation and what it is when we talk about these things. We're going to have a discourse in logic, and we have to kind of define some terms and things like that and have a common basis for some rules that we're going to operate by. So the big discussion here is going to be what's a worldview. But before we can even get started with that, we have to start with some fundamental principles here. So let's start with talking about the three laws of logic. And this is a classical view of logic. So the first law is the law of non-contradiction. We're going to have a statement A, and A is a statement that can be true or false. We're able to know what it is. It's what we call falsifiable, and nothing else. There's no third option. Not something that can't take on a truth value. It's not something that we're saying, well, it's kind of fuzzy, that it's like partly true, partly false. We're only going to talk about things that we can say that they're true, that they're 100% true, or if they're not 100% true, that they're false. So in that situation, if I say A and not A, and I'll draw that symbolically in a second, is a contradiction. That is to say that something and its exact opposite can't both be true in the same way at the same time. So if I tell you right now it's raining and it's not raining right now where I'm at, that can't possibly be true. It's either raining or it's not raining, but it can't both be raining and not raining at the same time. You can say, well, what if it's raining here, but you go down the road and it's not raining? Well, that's why I'm saying it can't be true in the same way at the same time. I could change locations, I could change time, those things. But if I'm standing in one place, it's either raining or not raining there. So, law of non-contradiction. Next thing is kind of already in our definition here, but it's the law of excluded middle. And it says that A or not A is always true. It always has to be one or the other thing. We said that right here. We call this a tautology. And then the third law here is the law of identity. It seems like a really strange law to say, but it says if A, then A. This does not say that A causes A or A precedes A or anything like that. This is just saying if I have A, then I have A, that something is itself. Okay, so there we go. Those are the three things that when we make logical statements, and I'm going to make a lot of logical statements here in the upcoming videos, they're going to have to follow these three rules. These are three of the ways in which you can listen to and evaluate things that people say, and see if they contradict themselves, see if they try to say things that they're going to say, well, it's not. Um, I'm trying to say that there's something that's in between true and false, or we can't know if it's true or false, right? Those things aren't really going to be allowed in the system of what we're talking about. And something is itself, it can't just be whatever you want it to be. So um, there it is. There's those three rules. We'll come back and we'll start drawing some basic pictures then to help visualize some of these key concepts and talk more about big questions that we want to answer. We'll come back and talk about that next time.